Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, with me again with me, Rizky Kobella from PBI B class. As usual, today I want to return to the article with the title is the implementation of the Cambridge Lower Secondary English Curriculum, Teachers' Voice at one private school in Palembang. And the first one, the authors are Sir Muhammad Hollandia, Miss Dian Erlina, Miss Leni Marzulina, Miss Dia Yulianti. Okay, the problems of this study is to investigate the teacher's perception towards the implementation of Cambridge Lower Secondary's English curriculum at one private school in Palembang. The study aims to explore and understand the issue or problems by using a case study approach and qualitative research method. The study also aims to identify the strategy of implementing the curriculum and examine the concept of materials in language education. And the next is the research site. The research site for this study was in one private school in Palembang, especially the Singapore Indonesian School or SES in Palembang. And then the participant or the samples of the study are the teachers who taught English for lower secondary at Singapore Indonesian School Palembang. There were two teachers who participated in the study and both were interviewed using a semi-structured interview approach. The participants were selected using a purposeful sampling technique, especially total sampling, which involves selecting the entire population. And then the method of this study is qualitative research with a case study approach, and the technique of collecting the data in the study was through semi-structured interview, conducting virtual through the Zoom application. The interview were conducting with two teachers who taught English for lower secondary at Singapore Indonesian School, Palembang. The interview were recorded and transcribed, and notes were taken to chapter the teacher's views. Okay, and the next is the technique of analyze the data in this study was used thematic analyze. The research follows 6 steps in thematic analyze. Okay, we move to the findings of the study. Based on the data obtained from the interview and the stage of implementing Cambridge Lower Secondary English curriculum, program development was the first stage. Based on the interview data, first is the authors found that the teachers adapt the teaching plan from Cambridge English Lower Secondary curriculum to the school plan. Based on the interview, the second stage in the implementing Cambridge Secondary English curriculum was the implementation of learning. There were 6 points in the implementation of the curriculum. The teacher were the Cambridge English Lower Secondary placed more focus on the student, on the on the student writing skill. And then the teachers engage students during the learning process by having them reflect on their daily life in relationship into their English instruction. And then the teachers reflect themselves on the teacher's attributes such as confidence in teaching the Cambridge lower secondary English curriculum. The materials provide an opportunity for students to the student attributes such as confidency, reflective by using Cambridge lower secondary English curriculum. The student and the teachers use English as media instruction at school. The Cambridge lower secondary English materials are suitable for the student. The last point is the materials were suitable for the student, although the teacher still adjusts to the student ability level. In conclusion, the study found that the implementation of the curriculum was divided into three stages. The first one, program development, implementation of learning, and evaluation. The study also found that the teachers perceived the Cambridge Lower Secondary English curriculum as a high-quality curriculum that enhanced the quality of language education, make it easier for teachers to do their obligation, and bring students to the great level of understanding in their learning. The study recommended that schools should provide professional development programs for teachers to enhance their skill in implementing the Cambridge Lower Secondary English curriculum. Okay, I think that's all for this retelling. I'm sorry for the mistake. Thank you very much for watching this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.